Taurus, to save some time, I already shuffled the cards and laid them out. This is such a supercalifragilistic week. I cannot stress it enough. And the only thing that will be a bummer to this great party is our kind of thinking. I'm a Taurus as well. Our kind of thinking of yesterday and telling ourselves, we're too tired to do anything else. All right. And you just kind of want to be like the bull in the field pondering a flower. But if that's of the positive and getting you to a meditative state to really enjoy this moment, that's fab. But if you're kind of ditching out on thinking of new opportunities or new directions for yourself, that's not the exalted state of this week. Okay, let's get into why I'm saying it's so fab. That first card placement, the significator, the general gist of the reading, is the Three of Pentacles. We rule the Pentacles as earth signs. The three is a celebratory state in numerology and tarot. It's an idea that takes a material reality in the area of the Pentacles: family, relationship, home, work, the body for us as well, community, food, and wine are all under this domain. So let's say you've been making changes in any of those directions and kind of executing ideas to kind of feel this vibe of the Three of Pentacles. This is an affirmation that you've achieved it. So you really need to pat yourself on the back, my bull friends, all right? And if this kind of accomplishment feeling leads you to the seventh placement of the self, the Hierophant, the major arcana, the healer, the priest, getting a connection to God, even going back to church, all fall under the domain of the Hierophant. So wherever you feel like you want to bring your deeper spiritual connection, or maybe you want to venture into the healing arts in any way kind of form, like spiritual arts to medicine, any kind of healing, or just being of service, or just starting your day with a smile, or looking for new clients if it falls under that, or bringing a joy to your family, this would be all the domain of those two cards. So really enjoy it. And why I say the bummer to the party is this crossing card of the Nine of Wands. The nine is a completion state in the minor arcana of the creative, right? So we've been through some stuff. That's kind of been the journey over the last couple of years, but we all know that's ending, and that's why this beautiful layout here is in this 10 card spread. And this Nine of Wands tells us that this is blocking the energy from really enjoying ourselves at this moment, or really kind of basking in that sense of accomplishment, which we rule and we should so richly deserve. Again, in any of those areas of the Pentacles. So don't tell yourself you're too tired, because the Nine of Wands actually represents going into safe harbor. It's that new chapter in the creative. So trust us. That's why I was saying, like, if you want to stir things in a different way, don't be afraid of that energy right now. Embrace it. Take the time in the field and ponder the flower, but at the same time saying, what do I want to do next? What's going to kind of tickle my spirit in a new direction? And here's another indicator from God and the universe saying, don't get wrapped up in yesterday. Here we have another nine, and it's in our domain here of the Pentacles. But see, no harm done, even though the journey's been ups and downs, right? Goods and tough stuff, but that's the journey of life, especially in the material world, right? We're all meant to strive for the spirit, and this is an indicator that you're doing a good job, my Taurus friends. And it's not an easy journey, right? And again, it's not easy embracing new chapters too. Maybe we're just too tired to be bothered right now. But again, the bother's going to have to happen because it is happening, and it's such a good favor. It's leading you to your dreams, my Taurus friends, okay? Let's say it that way. See, all your pentacles are there, so no harm done. God in the universe is reassuring you that all good is come out of what you've went through, and you really know this as well, and you're ready to discern a new direction, and God is encouraging that. And that fourth placement is the Page of Wands. That placement is the base of the matter in the 10-card spread. I like to say the gut feeling. So the page is youthful energy of the creative. So again, more creative energy, tickling our spirit, our heart, wanting to go create, maybe blending it with God and service, which would be awesome if that was the outcome. And that's the page, okay? Trust this youthful energy. It's young people as well. If you're around them, tap into that vibration. But it's all stirring within you, and do this, okay, for yourself, because it's not going to change either, Taurus. And I think you know this as well. And in that fifth card placement, that past reflection is the Six of Pentacles. I know for myself, I experienced this. It's a gift of money. It can come in many different forms, but it's a gift for you. And again, it's a validation that the universe and God are saying, good job during all this tough stuff, okay? You can leave that behind and go get your dreams. And I know that's what's really tickling your spirit and your soul right now, my Taurus friends. And the present state of that 6-card placement is the Ten of Pentacles. Remember, we rule the Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is the happily ever after to me. It's like all through the journey of the minor arcana, again, the ups and downs, relationship, family, home, community, work, body, all food, wine, all get under the domain of the 10, of the pentacles. And here we have a completion state. And like I said, it's a happily ever area in those kind of segments of our lives, right? And it was all worth it, I say. So wherever those changes have been happening, really again bask in this sunlight as well as ponder that flower, because it's a really it's a beautiful card. We rule this area, and it's just a great affirmation for all your wishes are starting to come true. And I think you know that as well. You're starting to really make a strong foothold in these areas. And we've covered this beautiful guy in the Hierophant. So be of service anywhere. Just be of service to yourself first and foremost. Start that day with a positive attitude and approach, and a smile in your heart and on your face, right? Greet people kindly and nicely, and give gratitude and gratefulness back to the universe, and compassion out, right? That's our domain as well, my Taurus friends. And it makes us feel most comfortable being like that. So let that kind of heart shine, because that's you at your core. And that's where you feel most confident and most love for yourself and for other people. That's our groovy spot. And here, other people are giving us that validation as well. In the 8th card placement is how other people look at us. The 6 of Wands is a celebratory state for the creative, but it's not even just like an initial state like the 3, okay? We're starting to get some groove, a little bit of critical mass, but we're really reaching momentum in the 6. And in my deck, in my interpretation, we've come together with other like-minded people, like-minded spirit, like you're finding your own tribe, your own clan, your own business partners, relationships, whatever that kind of domain is of the creative that's tickled you. And this is how other people look at you. So it's leadership, mentorship, teamwork, being involved with other people in that good, exalted way that we were just talking about a second ago. So really, again, another moment to pat yourself on the back. And here's a really interesting card, and unique in the reading too, I would have to say that. The 9th card placement is our hopes and fears, okay? And there's the 3 of Swords. And you might have seen this card in many other decks with the heart with the 3 swords pierced through it. It's a celebratory state for our thoughts, right? The swords are our thoughts, but it can be really hard because getting to the celebratory state, as you can see here, there's something needs to die off. And that's our relationship to authority, the patriarch, other people's attitudes, community, society, family. Everybody has an opinion about how we need to do our lives and how we should do our lives. And then we need to do it this way because generations have done it that way. It's all that kind of big umbrella or bucket of stuff, especially to the ancient tarot. They was mostly concerned with that, of breaking free of that. That's why the swords are in the heart. It's like you have to leave one part of your heart behind. You have to kill off one side of you so you emerge like the butterfly. And dig me, don't dig me, but you're digging yourself, and that's the most important thing. That's a reflection of the 3 of Swords. It is a celebratory state, so get into that groovy headset, okay, and pat yourself on the back here. Do not get into the fear part of the 9, okay? Remember, it's our hopes and fears in that placement, so buy into the hope. That's the good luck and the good karma that comes out of that 3 of Swords. And all these other kind of worry cards like that are tickling at you, like, oh, make you hesitant anywhere, or tell yourself you're too tired. It's just from past stuff, okay? So just recognize that so you can move forward, because there's rich rewards in this 3 of Swords, because you become you and you're really starting to strut your stuff, and I really love it. And here is another affirmation of that as well. In the 10 of Cups, in the 10th placement is the outcome card. 10 is a completion state in the minor arcana for the heart of the cups. And see these two come together. All their cups are there, just like all our pentacles here in the 10 of Pentacles. And it's so beautiful. Like out of 78 cards, we have 2 of them here. Okay, so out of a 10-card spread, the message is clear. Believe in your dreams, believe in your heart, believe in your soul, what you were meant to do here, and how you want to do it, and who you want to love, and how you want to live your life. And that's the 10, is that affirmation that you get the respect that you so richly deserve, because you're respecting yourself in such a groovy vibe. It's really confidence comes from within, right? That gives us a sexy strut, or that confident strut, that confident way of talking. And the only way you get there is from doing the stuff, the tough stuff, walking the walk and talking the talk, as they say, right? But you've done it, my Taurus friends, and you really need to pat yourself on the back. And in the bonus card, if you were sitting in front of me, I would give you a little whack on the head with the card, because the bonus card is telling you don't get into the bummy stuff. There's a new stuff happening The Ten of Wands is a completion state here in the creative, but it's not as nice as the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. See, all our wands, it's because we're being stifled, we're staying stagnant, we're even getting ourselves in a rut. And my Taurus friends, that even could be comfortable sometimes. So wherever that's kind of like, oh, I need change, go do it. That's the affirmation here. That's the message loud and clear. Because in my deck, the wands are all there. We've accomplished some stuff, which we rule is out as well. You know, accomplishment, ego, pride gets played into here. And he gets crushed by the wands. So we don't want that to happen. We want to go get our dreams. So anytime negativity or like kind of bummer out thinking or like, oh, I'm too tired or da-na-na-na-na. Okay, my bully friends, we rule that as well, but not in the exalted state. So bring yourself up to the exalted state and go get your dreams, because it's really planting the seed for tomorrow here. All right, in a positive attitude and approach and thinking in our words and our actions really pays off this week. Okay, go get them. Oh, and if you're so inclined that you like this content, consider liking or subscribing. That would be super groovy as well. Have a good one, Bulls.